All right, everyone, hope we're doing well. You may have noticed I kind of got rid of the video intros if you're a subscriber to the blog and I email you, because a lot of you said it was kind of a waste. So there, now you have a non-moving video one. All right, so let's get into things. First things first, let's look at the active number of listings. 2182, 12 months ago, 2223 in August. So we're up 1.9% year over year. Again, we're really looking for that to come down if you're a seller. If you're a buyer, it's good news. If you're a seller, you really want that number to come down. The all-important sold number, 310 solds, August of 17, 308 solds, August of 18. So down slightly, I mean, less than 1%. Let's just call it flat. You know, again, we talk about where those sales are coming from. Again and again, I tell you guys, you comb through the numbers and you find that about half the sales are coming at the lower dollar properties, you know, 350,000 and below. So just as always, the note, depending on the price bracket, the number of sales in your bracket are going to be different. So if you do have a question, if you're looking at a particular price point, please call me so that we can look in depth at the numbers that would affect you. And again, there's also a huge difference between condo sales right now and single family home sales in terms of where they're pricing, time on market, what's selling. So anyways, getting on with it. Average price per square foot, $332 this time last year, $305 was what we recorded last month. Again, those of you that have been around for a while, I don't put a whole lot of stock in this or median pricing just because the numbers are too easily swayed. We deal with a smaller sample size because we're only looking at Fort Lauderdale versus a whole county or state or anything like that. So take the numbers kind of with a grain of salt, but that's what we got. Median home sale pricing from 310 to 320. What I will tell you on this, and again, you've kind of heard me beating this drum for a while now, is a lot of that is because the bottom is rising up. It's not that I see overall pricing coming up. I see a lot of stuff that was listed for, say, $850 selling at $750. More and more, I just think it's the lower dollar things that take those $30, $40, $50,000 swings upwards, because there's much more volume on the lower side right now. It's pushing this number up. So just kind of know where it comes from, and the number. It's a decent thing to look at, but again, don't put a whole lot of stock in it. Let's go ahead and fast forward to days on market and sale versus original price. Days on market up from 90 days this time last year to 95 days, so up 5.6%. Again, what it pretty much means is that's time on market, right? That does not include the time that you've waited for a seller to say it's a 45-day contract and you're waiting for the buyer to collect their financing and get to closing. That time's not counted. This counts just the time on market. So it's saying that for 90 days your property will be actively listed on average, or 95 days. So just kind of, again, we're looking at 4, 5, 6 month sales cycle for a lot of these properties. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at the amount of time that will likely be needed to sell. That being said, if you're going to sell, if you're going to put something on the market, right now is the time to do it. If you're considering it, get the rush on, because once Thanksgiving rolls around, business kind of dies off again until after the new year. So thought for seller. For buyers, on the other side of things, if you're buying between November between Thanksgiving and the first of the year is a great time to buy, because you're about the only offer sellers are going to see. So a little food for thought there. Last thing, let's look at months of inventory based on closed sale pricing from 7 months to 7.2 months. So we're up very slightly. Look, if you're a buyer, you want more inventory. If you're a seller, you want less inventory. We consider 6 months to be stable, favoring neither buyers nor sellers. So that's where we sit, guys. So keeping with my brevity, which a lot of you seem to enjoy, And you know, a couple of you have asked, can I do videos on specific subjects? I'm going to try to get better on that. You know, I used to blog a lot and do a wide variety of things. Now I just kind of do the monthly recap. A lot of you have asked me for specific subjects, and I'm going to try to get around to that. Let's just call it my New Year's resolution. But you guys keep me pretty busy, so it's tough to find the time. My last thought for you guys is going to be kind of a shifting marketplace for those looking for income producing properties, where condos used to be kind of the go-to for when the market crashed. It was the easiest place to throw money into. Then single family came around, all the institutional buyers there. Look, we have a lot of 2 to 4 unit properties that are around here. Those are yielding a bit better right now than condo and single family. That being said, you know, it's a lot of hands-on work. Financing is pretty easily obtained from what I've seen. Most of the deals are cash, but those that aren't, I've dealt with 2 that are financed. It wasn't much of an issue. So if you're considering looking for an investment right now, I'd consider looking at multifamily. Don't get me wrong, cap rates have really compressed over the last few years in multifamily. I do a lot of work in that segment, but if you have any questions about that, please give me a call, or anything else we talked about. I hope everything is well, and we'll see you guys next month. Take care.